Hello everyone. So in today's video, we are going to learn about adding a fraction. Basically, in last two videos, we have learned about what is a fraction, and in the last video, we learned about how many types of fractions, right? Also, we learned about all the proper fraction, improper fraction, mixed fraction, like fraction, unlike fraction, every type of fraction we discussed about. So from today onwards, we are going to start the mathematical operations on fraction. And in today's video, we will be basically doing addition of fractions. Now, what are the additions of fractions? See, the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. They are the basic operators of mathematics, right? So today in this video, we'll be starting with the first operator, that is addition, the easiest operator as well. Now, if you will learn the addition in fraction, it will be very easy to do subtraction in fraction as well, because both the concepts are same, just the operation is different. Like the method is same, just the sign will change, right? Let's start doing it. First of all, let's try to add like fraction. Now remember, what are like fraction? Yes, that's great. That's correct. So like fractions are those fractions whose denominator are same, right? For example, let's say if we have these two fractions, 1 over 4 and 2 over 4. So how much is going to be the answer? In this case, you don't have to do anything. The fraction, the denominator will remain same. It will be 4 only. Remember, this is not going to be 8 because the total portion is 4 only, right? So this is not going to change, right? Also, this is a like fraction, so denominator will not change. Also, in any fraction, the denominator will be stable. It will not add up or it will not subtract, right? Now, you need to just add the numerator. We need to, do the operation on numerator generally. So that is 2 plus 1 makes it 3, right? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? So this is how we do a mathematical operation of addition on like fraction. Let's just see one or two more examples of it. What if I say you need to add 3 over 7 plus 5 over 7? Now the result is going to be, yes, you can pause the video and do the question by yourself and then check for the answer. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we have, as I've told you, that the numerator will perform the operation or whatever operator it is, but the denominator will remain constant. Same goes with this as well. So the denominator is going to be 5 only, but the numerator you need to add. So 3 plus 5 is nothing but 8, right? And the resultant fraction, can you see what type of fraction is this? You need to comment down below what type of fraction is this. We learned about the type of the fractions, right? And this is one of the type of fraction that we have learned as well. So what type of fraction is this? You need to comment down below. Okay, let's move on to the next. We will do one more question of adding the like fractions. Let's see one more. So let's take a big number this time. For example, let's take 45 plus 45 over 70 plus 25 over 70. So how much is this going to be? Pause the video and solve the question and then check for the answer. 3, 2, 1. Now, let's solve the question. So, again, the denominator will be same, that is 70 only. The numerator is going to change and change for good, right? It will add up only. So, 45 plus 25 is going to be 70, right? So, you can write it as 70. And now, if you will notice this thing, that this is going to be, since it's 70 over 70, so it can be written as 1 as well, right? But you don't need to write it one because, we are just doing the simple addition. So you can just write this as your final answer. That will be perfectly fine, right? So this is how we do the simple addition of like fractions. Now, let's move to add the unlike fraction. See, adding the like fraction was the easiest part. Like, it's the easiest part. I just love adding, the like fraction. But if you will notice, unlike fractions are way more easier than the like fractions. See, in this fraction, everything is under your control. You are ruling the fraction basically. Let's see how you can do it, right? Let's begin. So let's take two unlike fraction. Unlike fraction, what are the unlike fraction? Remember? Yeah, exact opposite of like fraction. Those fraction which doesn't have the same denominator, or the fractions which have the different denominators are called the unlike fraction, right? Let's see the examples, guys. First of all, let's start with an easy number or a small number. For example, 5/8 plus 6/2. Okay, so we have these two fractions for which we need to add. See, to add a fraction, always keep this thing in your mind. To add the fraction or to subtract the fraction, to add or subtract the fraction, you will always keep this thing in mind that the denominator should be same. Denominator should be same and always. Like, this is a condition that is you need to follow, that the denominator should be same as always. Now let's begin to solve the question. So that is 5/8 and 6/2. Let's start. As I've told you that we are going to make the denominator same. That is how we can do it. See, as I've told you, it's under your control totally. It's under your control totally. So let's begin doing it. See, now what I'm going to do is, there are two ways to perform this question. Either you can do it with the help of LCM method, or which you call LCD as well. What is LCM or LCD? That's least common multiple or least common denominator. That's a thing that is you can use. But since we are learning this, since we are very, very beginner in learning the fraction, avoid doing any of these methods. Somehow, like when you are pro, which we say pro in fraction, when your game is totally pro in fraction, then you can use the LCM method or LCD method, whatever you like. Also, many of you maybe don't know about the LCM or LCD method. That's not an issue. We'll be doing it in the further classes. So let's begin with the beginner series, okay, when we are not to say, but no, right? Okay, let's begin. See, 5/8 plus 6/2 is the question. What can we do to make the denominator same? Can you think about it? 5/8 and 6/2. What can we do to make the denominator same? Yeah, so easy. Many of you might have guessed as well, right? See, we need to make the denominator same, right? It doesn't matter whether the numerator is the same or not. That's the main catch over here. If you multiply this 8 by 2 and this 2 by 8, see what I'm doing? I'm just reversing the numbers and multiplying it. So here it was 8. So I multiplied it with 2. And over here, in this case, it was 2. So I multiplied it with 8, right? Now, you know that the answer is going to be same only, 8 times 2 or 2 times 8. That is both 16. But keep this thing in your mind. If you are doing something with the denominator, then you have to do it with the numerator as well. It's not vice versa. Okay, are you getting my point? If you are doing something with numerator, then you don't have to do anything with the denominator. But in case if you are doing something with the new denominator, then the numerator, something you should also do with the numerator, because the numerator over here is the smaller kid or smaller sibling, and the denominator is the dominant sibling. So whatever you do with the denominator will affect the numerator somehow, right? So if you have multiplied the denominator by 2, then you have to multiply the numerator by 2 as well. With the same number, you need to multiply. And over here, we multiplied the denominator by 8. So over here, we need to multiply this numerator by 8 as well. Now, let's see what's the answer. You know that 5 times 2, how much is 5 times 2? It's nothing but 10. And how much is 8 times 2? It's nothing but 16, right? Now, plus, how much is 8 times 6? That's 48. And again, 2 times 8 is the same thing, that's 16. Now, see, you have like fraction with you, isn't it? The denominators are same. And now you need to just follow the process that we did for adding a like fraction. Basically nothing. Just add 48 plus 10. That's going to give you 58. And we'll be writing the denominator as 16. See, this is how you got to solve an unlike fraction. You got it? This one was easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's try solving a few more examples of unlike fractions. Let me write it over here. So let's say if this is 14 by 2, and this is 6 by, let's say if this is 14 by 4 and this is 6 by 2, then how are we going to solve this? Pause the video, try to solve it, and then check for the answer. 3, 2, 1. Now let's begin doing the question. See, again, you need to make the denominator same to do any process, in fraction, mostly addition and subtraction, right? So what you need to do is you need to make the denominator same, and for that we have to multiply it crosswise, right? For example, this is 2 over here in the denominator of the second fraction. So you need to multiply it with 4, right? Because the other fraction is 4. So it's 4, and since you are multiplying the denominator by 4, you need to multiply the numerator by 4 as well. Same goes with this also. The other side, the denominator is 2. So you need to multiply the denominator, both the side, right? So both like numerator and denominator. So that's 14 times 2 and 4 times 2. Now what you need to do, you just need to find the right answer. So 14 times 2 is 28 and 4 times 2 is 8. Also, 6 times 4 is 24 and 4 times 2 is 8. You know that? Now what you need to do, you just need to add this in the simple process, with the help of a like fraction, right? So what you need to do it, you just need to add it with the help of a like fraction, like how you add a like fraction. Now, comment down the answer for this question. What is going to be the final answer for this question? Comment down below. Okay, now let's do one more type of question on fraction addition. Okay, not much. So can you try doing this question? We have 2 over 6. Then we have 8 over 6. And then we have 4 over 6. We have these 3 numbers, right? Now, how to add these 3 fraction numbers? So easy. What you need to do is you just need to write the denominator as 6 for every number, right? And then what you need to do, you just need to add 2, 8, and 4, right? That makes it 14. So your final answer is going to be 14 over 6. Yeah, that's correct. It's going to be 14 over 6. Wonderful. Now, let's just try one more last question of types of fraction addition. Let's just see it. So, what if you have 4 over 7 plus 3 over 8 plus 6 over 2? How are we going to solve this? In this fraction, in all these fractions, you can see all the denominators are different. All three denominators are different. So in these types of question where you have to add the unlike fraction and it is more than 2, then what you need to do is you need to first do this process with the 2 and get some answer. For example, you got x, then take the x and then start the process with the left out number. Got it? Now let's start doing it. Let's try doing it. So let's go with 4 and 7 first. So I'm writing 4 over 7 plus 3 over 8, right? 3 over 8. What do you need to do? 7 times 8 and 8 times 7. Over here, it's going to be 4 times 8 and this is 3 times 7. Nothing much. Now let's just write the answer. So 4 times 8 is 32 and 7 times 8 is going to be 56 over here, right? You just now need to add the same. This is going to be 56 only because either you write 7 times 8 or 8 times 7. That's going to be the same thing, right? Now, how much is 3 times 7? So that's going to be 21. Now you just need to add them both. So 32 plus a 21 is nothing but 53, right? So 53 over 56 is the answer for adding these two of the fraction. Now, don't stop the process over here because one fraction is still left, right? So now, basically, think that we have two fractions, that is 53 over 56 and 6 over 2. We just need to add them. Now, what we need to do? We need to make the denominator same. And for that, what are we going to do? We are going to make 56 times 2 and 53 times 2, right? Plus 6 times 56 and 2 times 56. This is the thing and the process that we are going to do now. 2 times 56 or 56 times 2. Both are the same. You can answer this question in the comment below. So this is how and what we learned about addition of fraction in today's video. Let's just quickly recall it. So we started to learn about adding of the fraction. We first learned about adding a like fraction. That's so easy. You don't have to do anything as such. Now, then after that, we started unlike fraction, and to add or subtract an unlike fraction, what we did, we have to make the denominator same. And what can we do to make denominator same? Either we can find LCM or LCD, or we can also just reverse them and multiply the denominator with each other. And since the denominator is multiplied, you need to multiply the numerator with the same number as well. Now just add them as same as you add the like fraction, and that's how you got the final answer. So that is it for today, and we are gonna meet in the next video. For that, bye-bye. Thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, and share to my channel. Thank you.